Hello, welcome to my student support system. In today's class, we will discuss about sprain and strain. This lecture is in English, and if you want to study in Hindi, just click on I button and you will get link of Hindi lecture. Or you can directly visit to channel My Student Support System. Before studying about strains and sprains, we should know about the muscles, tendons and ligaments, because sprain and strain are disorders of the tissues around joint such as muscles, tendons and ligaments. What is muscle? Muscle is a tissue which is made up of contractile proteins and help in the movement of our body as well as internal organs. The tendon is the tough band of fibrous connective tissue that connects muscle to the bone. Here you can understand it that this is a skeletal muscle, and when skeletal muscle attaches to the bone, it becomes as a fibrous band of fibrous tissue that is known as tendon. Okay, so this is muscle and this is tendon, by which the muscle attaches to the bone. And then there is ligament. Ligament is a tough band of fibrous connective tissue that connects bone with the bone. Here you can see this example, this bone and this bone, they are attached around the capsule with the help of this ligament. So this is ligament. So these three structures will come into play during study of strain and sprain. First is strain. A strain is excessive stretching of a muscle, its fascial sheath or tendon. It is also known as pulled muscle or pulled tendon. Most strains occur in the large muscle groups including lower back, calf, hamstring muscles. There are three types of strains, or we can say three phases or three stages of the sprain. These are first degree strain, second degree strain and third degree strain, or we can say mild, moderate or severe strain. First degree strain. First degree strain is mild. Okay, so there is only mild stretching of the muscle or tendon. Signs and symptoms may include minor edema, tenderness and mild muscle spasm without noticeable loss of function. Ecchymosis means blood collection under the tissue may or may not be present. It depends upon the capillaries or blood vessels associated with this injury. Second degree strain. Second degree strain involves partial tearing of the muscle or tendon like this. Sign and symptoms include loss of function and load bearing strength with the accompanying edema, tenderness, muscle spasm and ecchymosis. Third degree strain. In third degree strain, there is complete stretching and rupturing of the tendon or muscle. Sign and symptom includes significant pain, means a lot of pain is there, muscle spasm is there, ecchymosis definitely present, edema and loss of function is seen. Diagnostic investigations, history taking and physical examination. By this we can find out the presence of sign and symptoms of strains. Then X-ray examination to rule out any bone injury. MRI should be done to differentiate soft tissue injury such as muscle and tendon with the bone. Now we come to the sprain. A sprain is an injury, it may be stretching or tearing of the ligament which is around the joint. It is caused by twisting motion or hyperextension of a joint. There are three types of sprains: first degree sprain, second degree sprain and third degree sprain. First degree sprain. First degree sprain is caused by stretching of the ligament fiber. So these are ligament fiber and there is only stretching and small tears may be there. Clinical manifestations of first degree sprain includes mild edema, local tenderness and pain on movement of the joint. Second degree sprain. Second degree sprains involve partial tearing of the ligament. So this is ligament and there is partial tearing. Clinical manifestations of second degree sprain are increased edema, tenderness, pain during movement, joint instability and partial loss of joint function. Third degree sprain. Third degree sprain occurs when the ligament is completely torn like this or ruptured. Clinical manifestations of third degree sprain are severe pain and tenderness, increased edema and abnormal joint motion. It may be associated with bone avulsion. Diagnostic investigations are same that we have discussed in strains. History taking, physical examination can reveal the sign and symptoms of sprains that just we have discussed. X-ray examination to rule out any bone injury and MRI should be done to finalize that there is injury to the soft tissue, not the bone. Management. Management for strain and sprain are same. They include RICE strategy. What is RICE strategy? RICE means rest, ice, compression and elevation, as they may decrease the local inflammation and pain for the most musculoskeletal injuries. First is rest. Movement should be restricted and extremity should be rested upon as soon as pain is felt. Ice is applied. The cold induces physiological changes in the soft tissue and reduces pain, muscle spasm, inflammation and edema. Compression. An elastic compression bandage controls bleeding, reduces edema and provides support to the injured tissue. And then elevation. Elevation helps to control the swelling. Apart from this RICE strategy, pain medications are given to control the pain, and if sprain and strain are of third degree, then surgical repair may be needed. Thank you students for watching this video and understanding the sprain and strains. You can subscribe the channel for latest updates, new videos, and you can like Facebook page. For making your notes, don't forget to visit mynursingstudents.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and join Facebook group Nursing Notes. Thank you. Have a nice day.